Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can create the perfect Instagram bio. So why is this important to create the perfect Instagram bio? Well, if I use my good old shop window analogy like I've used in previous videos, your bio, your highlights and your top 9 photos are your shop window. So when you're walking down the road and you see a shop and you think, all right, do I want to go in the shop? Am I going to buy anything? And you basically judge a book by a cover that everyone always tells you not to do, but you judge it by the shop window, right? That is what your bio and your highlights and your top 9 photos on your Instagram are. That is the first thing what people see. It is what captures their attention, hopefully, and it is your first and a lot of the times only opportunity to get them through the door and convert them and make them a follower, right? So that's why those assets are important. Now today I'm focusing on a bio because it deserves its own video. Bios are important. And I actually went through the process of zhuzhing up my bio recently, and it made me think, you know what? I'm gonna do a video on this. I think people will like it. So here we are. Okay, so the first tip that I want to give you to creating the perfect Instagram bio is to look at your name. Now, I know what you're thinking, the name is just your name, right? Wrong. I get why you think that though, because that's what it definitely implies. Your name actually serves a bigger purpose than actually just saying what your name is. And what that purpose is to give you an opportunity to get discovered by people who are searching certain keywords on YouTube. Now, what this is a form of search engine optimization, and you would have more than likely heard this referred to as SEO. So SEO doesn't really exist that much on Instagram. I mean, it kind of does now, but it's not really the same as it does on like YouTube and Google. But there are a few things you can do which are going to help you optimize your profile for search, because that's essentially what search engine optimization means. Now, one of those main things is updating your name to include keywords. Now, what are keywords? Keywords are words that are related to your niche. Put yourself in the position of a potential new follower. What is that person searching for on Instagram? And let's not make the mistake of assuming that this person is already looking for you, right? Because they don't know you exist yet. They just might be looking for a certain type of content. So think to yourself, what is that person searching for? Now, for me, that person's probably searching for an Instagram coach or a YouTube strategist or anything like that. So what my name will be, and I'll tell you why I'm saying will and not is in a second, but what my name will be is something related to that. So it will say Instagram and YouTube coach or Instagram and YouTube strategist, so that when people are searching those keywords, it is more likely for my profile to appear. Now, please do not make the mistake of assuming that you've put those keywords in and therefore they will appear, because that's not how it works. As with anything with Instagram, it very much depends on their pesky little algorithm, but it does increase your chances of being seen. And that's what this is all about, okay? Now, the reason why I said that's what my name will include and what doesn't include at the minute is because I can't change it. It's actually a bit of an issue, and don't get me wrong, the irony that I'm not able to fix an issue on my own Instagram account even though I'm a coach is not lost on me. The irony is not lost on me. The reason why I can't change it, to be honest, I don't even know the main reason why. Basically, Instagram have this rule where you can only change your name twice within the space of 14 days. Right? It's just one of their rules that they have in there to avoid people doing annoying, spammy, bot-like activity. The reason why I don't know why I can't change my name is because I haven't changed my name in like 6 months. So that rule shouldn't actually apply to me. However, as with anything tech related, there are bugs, and Instagram sometimes is buggy. And I'm assuming the reason why I can't change my name right now is because it's having an episode and it's being buggy. Hopefully what me admitting this to you will do is make you realize that these things happen, and doesn't matter how much you know Instagram like the back of your hand, sometimes it can still throw a curveball at you and just confuse the hell out of you. But if you're not experiencing the same technical issues that I am, then you should be able to change your name, but make it count, because you can only do it twice within the space of 14 days. Okay, now let's talk about the links in your bio, because this is very important. And ever since this feature was released by Instagram, loads of different kind of link aggregators came on the market, let's call them. And they're basically programs which allow you to host a bunch of different links under one central link. The reason why those programs exist is because that link in your bio is the only place for you to link to an external website, with the exception of doing a swipe up feature on things like IGTVs or on your stories when you have over 10,000 followers. Now, the reason why Instagram restricts the amount of links that you can include on their platform. It's because they don't want you to leave their platform. Like, think about it. Instagram and every other social media platform, the main purpose of everything they do is to keep you on the platform. So why are they going to give you the opportunity to put links in your captions and everywhere else so that you can just jump off it and just go spend 12 hours on YouTube versus Instagram? It's just not something they're going to willingly do, right? But that's where these kind of link aggregator programs come in. But more specifically, if you want a good link aggregator, then that is where Koji comes in. So Koji is basically the world's most powerful link in bio tool. I'll put a lovely graphic here, which will show you what mine looks like because I'm incredibly proud of it. Look how pretty it is. Like, how nice is that? And I used to use, I won't even tell you which ones I used to use, but it's probably ones that you either use right now or you've heard of before. And they basically just look really simple and they're really boring. And this one, as you can see, is anything but boring. Now, it's worth saying that I believe that having a Koji link in your bio is a good thing for everyone to have, not just for brands. If you don't have a website that you feel comfortable linking out to, like, that's totally fine. Maybe there are causes you want to support. Like, I actually love as a brand owner, when I'm looking for influencers, I love to see that they've linked to different cause pages to like donate or sign a petition. Like, I love that. You're showing me what your passion is, right? And you're using that link space. That link space is going to be there regardless, so make a use of it. If you use a program like Koji, there are so many other things that you can do on that platform, which originally you would have needed a website to create. So things like collect tips, which is my personal favorite, and build an email list. Like, you can even sell billboard space, like advertising space. Like, you can literally make money using this Koji app. There are so many different features. They have like hundreds of different apps that you can add to your Koji link in bio. So if you are thinking, I'm not going to add a link to my bio because I don't have a website or I don't have something that I own to link out to, that doesn't matter. If you use Koji for your link in bio, you don't need a website, you don't need all of that stuff. Koji will do all of that for you. So I'm going to give you a quick look around of what my Koji looks like on my laptop and how I actually edit it and stuff like that. You can of course also do it on your phone, but I like to do it on my laptop. So this is what my Koji looks like, which I would have just showed you my lovely little graphic, but I'm now showing you again because I just love it so much. This is what my Koji looks like. If you click on the top right hand corner, you will see a button which will allow you to look at your profile, your notifications, your Koji Pay wallet, which I've only just set up my Koji, so you know it's totally fine that it's not through the roof yet. And you can look at your apps and how many people are looking at your apps. I currently have 181, and you can go on your settings. The top left hand corner is where the manage button lives, and you can click on the manage button and it will show you an opportunity to look at your analytics. So you can basically have a look and see how many people looked at your link, which links they're clicking on, and all that kind of really good stuff. You can even see what cities they're from. They've got like really good analytics. You can see what countries they're from. Got loads of countries on here. Love that. Referral sources, like where they've come from. Was it Instagram? Was it YouTube? Was it somewhere else? And everything like that. And that's something which I think is really important because other link in bio platforms may have analytics, but they do not have analytics which are this powerful, nor do they offer them to you for free. So if you want to change your profile, you just go to manage and you go to edit profile. And that is where you will see this little section, which is basically your editor. So it allows you to change your username. You can add a bit of a bio on there. You can add profile links. You can even, when you add a profile link, you even have the opportunity to add a really cool GIF. And then you can add your various links. So I use it predominantly for my website and for my YouTube and my various playlists. And this is where you can also add your various apps as well. If you head to the style section, this is where you can customize it. I created it completely by myself, so I uploaded my own background, which is just a video from my YouTube, and I changed the buttons to match with my overall kind of branding aesthetic. And then I also picked my own fonts to match with my branding aesthetic too, and you can change the colours. So it's fully customizable, and as you can see, the result is that it looks really cool. And then the last bit is your options section where you can actually import existing links from another link in bio provider, and you can import a theme from another profile, and you can show a referral link. So for me, on the bottom of my Koji, there's actually an option for you to sign up using my links, and that option is available to everyone. So that's what Koji looks like on the back end. As you can see, it's super simple and really easy to use. A few tips I'll give you for your link in bio to make sure it's as effective as possible. Avoiding including too many links. So my personal preference is anything between like 3 to 10. If you're using more links than that, it becomes quite overwhelming and it massively decreases the chance that people are actually going to look at all those links and click on them, right? So be really selective with the links that you're including. And then the next tip I want to give you in regards to your link in bio is to give people a reason to click the link. So people don't know what's on your link in bio. Like, tell them what's on it. Mine says YouTube channel and resources below. So therefore, you know that when you click on my link in bio, that's what you're going to get. So give people a reason to click and, you know, share a call to action. By the way, if my lighting's just changed for you, I apologize. I've just realized my ring light wasn't on the full setting, which is annoying because half this video won't have good lighting, but it's also annoying because I've already recorded a whole nother video which also won't have good lighting. Rookie error. Okay, so the next section of your bio that you need to pay attention to is your profile photo. There are some really easy, simple tips for this. You want to make sure it is impactful, it is clear, and whatever you are showing in your profile photo is really visible. So if you are a brand and you're using a logo, make sure the logo you're using is simple and simplified. I'm not saying create a whole new logo just for Instagram, but maybe edit and adapt your logo so that you don't have loads of really small text and intricate designs that you just can't see in that small little square. If the photo's of you, then make sure the photo is impactful and it's really clear. If you want to, you can also use tools like Canva, which is what I've used for my We Side Hustle profile photo. I basically used Canva to remove the background, which made my headshot more kind of visible and easily to view. So you need a Canva Pro account to actually remove backgrounds from images, but I'll put a link in my description if you would like to sign up. I often get people messaging me saying like, how do I attract a really specific niche targeted audience? One of the ways you can do this, there are several ways, but one of the ways you can do this is through the copy on your bio, right? So this section is like gold dust. You've got to spend a lot of time on this, don't rush it. Redraft, redraft, and redraft again. This is your opportunity to talk about who you are and what your profile is about and what value you are going to offer people who land on your profile, right? So you've got to somehow condense into just a few short words on a few short lines in that bio section who you are, what you deliver, why someone should follow you. If you're also able to throw in your tone of voice and your personality in there as well, even better. But as I said, this is not an easy task. It's going to take you a few rounds of redrafting to really get it right. But if you have got it right, then it means that people are going to know exactly what they're going to get from you. And therefore, the type of followers who you're going to attract are going to be people who already like what you offer, who are already engaged with your niche. So it's going to be a really targeted audience. A few more tips for your copy in your bio are things like, if you have other accounts which are related to that account, then feel free to include their @handle in there, and also include any hashtags which are related to your account. So if you're a brand and you have a brand hashtag, put that in there too. And of course, that is where you put your call to action to get people to click on your link in bio. Okay, so I'm almost done, but contact details. Okay, so this is another thing that you really need to pay attention to. And this is more specifically for people who have a business account. And if you do not have a business account yet, then please get one. You are missing out on several features, most importantly your analytics, but also some of these contact options that I'm going to talk you through now. So Instagram business accounts have the opportunity to include contact buttons on their profile, right? I personally recommend only including contact options that you actually want people to use. That probably sounds really obvious, but a lot of people forget this and like don't pay enough attention to their contact buttons, and they end up having options like video call or like call, just call in general. Like, you might not want people to call you and you might not want people to pick up their phone and video chat you just randomly. I don't want that. So that's why I only have the email button as an option, because that is my preferred contact method. I also, and this is a personal preference, you may disagree, but I don't agree with having your email address included in your bio copy. Now, the reason why I don't agree with that is because you should have a business account and you should have an email button. And if you have those two things, you don't need to also spell out what your email address is in your bio copy. I think it's something that you needed to do back in the day when people weren't as familiar with how to get in contact with people outside of the platform, but people know how to do that now. People know how to click the email button. You don't need to put your email address in your bio copy. That area is scarce, it is sacred. You need to specifically reserve that space for communicating your value offering and all the other parts that I spoke through earlier. Okay, so a couple other options that you could put in your bio that's worth flagging. Instagram now has the option for you to add your pronoun. Love that, all about the inclusivity. There's also things like action buttons that you can include, so things like reserve now or book now. I think that's good for kind of salons and that type of industry, but my personal recommendation would be if you are trying to get anyone to book something with you or reserve something, especially when there's money involved, you should be sending them to your website so that you can effectively communicate what it is you want them to book. You have an opportunity to properly sell your services to them, because this is going to increase your chances of them actually booking through you versus just pressing a button and booking from you with no additional information from your Instagram account. That's it, I'm done. Those are the key things that I would like you to look at when you are reviewing your Instagram bio or drafting your Instagram bio. I hope you found that useful. If you did, I recommend checking out this video. It is all about why you should remove ghost followers from your Instagram account and how it's going to help you boost your engagement rate. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.